Same bat channel. Yes. It's me, Tea Leaves. Sometimes it feels weird to say that. Why? Sometimes you see me on the video and I almost forget to say it, or I kind of look funny when I say it sometimes, right? Like it's, hi, it's me. It's kind of looking fake, right? Want to know why that is? It's the functional side saying, don't need to. Why? Because you know who I am. Because a lot of the videos even have my name on it. So do I need to say it again? No. I think my phone's a little tilted. Sorry, people. It's on the charger. Not supposed to charge. Oh, well. Whatever. Ha! That's probably why it was blinking in the last video. Anyway. So I'm just going to try and real quick do this. I didn't end up writing it down. I was going to. But I just want to get it done. It's something that I might have difficulty talking about because my brain's like, no, we don't need to talk about that. No, stop it. No. Okay. And it's actually, again, a very good example of like that Japanese smiling seminar thing and why we sometimes will start to talk and we stop and then people think it's a confidence thing. And okay, perhaps I'll share that. Yeah, because there is definitely emotional going on. But guess what? It's also not just that. It's your brain trying to stop you from doing something. Do I need to do this? For a fact. Not, oh, that'll be a good idea. No, for a fact. No, then I'm not going to. That works. I know people think I'm crazy. It's okay. I am a little crazy, and I'm okay with that. My mother was a caterpillar, my father was a worm, but I'm okay with that now. No, they really weren't. Although my mom would say. But anyway. Sorry. Anyway. Okay. So, this one's a little tricky for me, so just bear with me. So, a while back, I thought, I think it was because somebody said something to me, and that was about the whole dating thing again, right? Get back out there. Like most people, I have the apprehensive feelings and blah, 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 But then there's also the anxious feelings that come about and the whole, no, I can't. Why? Because the person I would want wouldn't want me. I'm just not a great person. I'm not. You have no idea how lazy I am, and you have no idea how horrible of a person I am at times. Trust me. You think I'm happy, positive, go lucky here on the. Anyway, so I thought about it. I thought, well, maybe one of the reasons that's holding me back actually from being okay with it mentally is the fact that I'm still technically half married. Okay, quick clarification. Civilly divorced, still married by church. Right. So that would make sense why, because I am one of those people that, I'm not into the whole cheating thing. Not into the whole carrying on with one person while you're with another. I just can't do it. It's not my thing. It doesn't make sense to me. So I just can't even do it. Even a while back when a friend of mine was like, why don't you just go out and have a one night stand? And I thought, oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I could. Nope. I couldn't do that. Just can't. Does not make sense to me. Even though it does, it doesn't. Anyway, so thinking, well, I guess I got to finish up that other 50% of things. So I go and set it up through the church and everything to go meet with the person. And everything's fine. I'm excited about this. I'm like, hey, we're going to go do this. We're going to end that chapter. Move on, right? I'm sitting there in the office talking to the guy, and everything's going great. We're having communications about everything. Everything's going fine. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling kind of anxious. And now I don't know exactly what he or I said that started causing it. But all of a sudden, my brain started kind of spinning with a couple different funny things. Like, what? Out of nowhere. Like, little thoughts. Being worried about how this other person, the ex, will be affected by this. First of all, I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but who cares? No offense. We ended that, remember? Okay. And number two, it's been years, since the whole divorce thing was finalized. So, and he's actually remarried. And then I think got divorced. I'm not sure. I don't know about the whole situation, but I know at one point he was supposed to be getting married. Anyway, so what's the hang up, brain? Come on, man. Get over it. Get over it. It's no big deal. But it wouldn't get over it. Just kept kind of spinning around, just annoying me a little bit. And it was luckily towards the end of the conversation, towards our meeting. So I was able to leave a few minutes after that. And I got out to the car and I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, my heart is starting to get faster and my brain is just, all of a sudden I just can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with me? Ay, ay, ay. Because when you're in the middle of it, it's really tough to just do the whole, I'm friends with you, brain, so let's communicate and talk about what's really going on here, okay? Tell me. I'm listening. Yeah, it's really tough when you're in the what is right here, right now situation to be able to what if outside of it sometimes. And just like, oh my gosh. And I couldn't, I just had this overwhelming feeling. I had to get home. I had to cry about this. My dad was at the house. So I'm like, well, I'm going to get back there and I'm going to tell him what's going on. And I'm like, no, I can't tell him what's going on. And then all this, along with that, I can't even remember all the thoughts that were going through my head. But anybody who's gone through those moments where it's like 50 bazillion thoughts in your head, this is wrong and that's wrong and what if this happens and what if that happens and how is it going to affect the kids and oh my gosh, and then if I did start dating, what's going to happen with that and that, sorry, I can't even fake the anxiety all that well except to just jump around. Anyway, so I get home and I'm still having these thoughts, I'm like, I gotta calm down to drive and get home and everything, but I'm just like shaking and crying and I'm like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? And I'm sitting there, I finally sit down in my room and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? I don't understand. I was fine with this and then I'm not, and what in the what? Oh, I got it. I don't need to. I know, it sounds crazy. I do. I get it. But no, I don't need to. I do not need to get that divorce finalized. Because I'm still in love with the man? Because I still want to rekindle what magical fire we once shared? No. No, because the brain says, is there a particular reason to do something? For a fact. Well, okay, the dating idea. That would make sense, right? And if you find someone, then it would make sense to be divorced from the other one, right? Right? Yeah, okay. But is there someone? For a fact. What is right here, right now? Is there someone? No. Then there is no reason for the divorce. Or the annulment, whatever you call it. See it? Even though there is technically a reason, especially if, oddly enough, my brain's working against me saying, because we are still 50% married, we can't move on. Which I found out later, that's not actually true. But that's another thing. But if the brain is saying that I can't do this until I finalize this, so then I go to finalize it, and now the brain is saying, no, you can't. But why? Oh, you sound so backwards. You sound so great. That's why. Because I don't need to. Because there isn't something waiting in the wings, someone waiting in the wings, so to speak, that it's a thing to do. What if I never met someone? Then the annulment was a waste of time. And the functional brain does not like to waste time. Doesn't. No. It's not going to do something unless it needs to. Right here, right now. The ability to do something ahead of time. That's the emotional. That's the emotional clicking in saying, well, what if an issue comes up? Based upon the facts of the situation, this is why we need to go ahead and do something now. But there is no what if for that. What if I meet someone? Well, then I go through the annulment. Done. So that's why the brain says no. But if you notice, my anxiety was just going through the roof. And then just stopped. Now, if my theory is correct, It's because I did not need to. And like I said, being friends with your brain really helps with that because that has a lot to do with it. Your brain will, if my theory is correct, your brain will, for a lot of you out there, talk to you. It will tell you. Bye.